Well, it's Sunday in Las Vegas, Nevada, and a happy good morning. I'm Todd Benacki, and pleased to be joined by Matt Fowler off to my left. It's day number 3 of the annual Global Basketball Summer League, and that means it's Championship Sunday. We have the national anthem coming up, so we'll step aside and return after this timeout. Our two sideline reporters today, Nick Anastas is working with the Greek Connect sideline. Meanwhile, Sydney Carriel is with the Canada Stars. And Matt, before we tip it off, this is for 7th place. Two teams that certainly would love to be in the next game, the championship, but still they're playing for something today and would love to leave Las Vegas with a good taste in their mouth.
Yeah, leaving Las Vegas with a good taste in their mouth is not something that many people get to say. But in any event, the Global Basketball Summer League spotlights the best talent, and so if you're able to get 7th place out of that, that says something.
No doubt about it. Greek Connect got here by losing to Desert Storm by 1 point on Friday. They then lost yesterday by 9 to French Pro-Am. Meanwhile, the Canada Stars, led by Coach Mike Leslie, lost by 3 Friday to Point Streak. And yesterday they lost to Windsor Express out of Canada, 91-75. Nick Anastas is waiting courtside. We will get a report in just a moment. But let's get this game underway. Greek Connect will be in the white jerseys, and the Canada Stars, under Coach Leslie, are donning maroon. 4 games on day number 3 will be done about 7 o'clock tonight. Thanks for joining us at the Global Basketball Summer League. The ball is lifted at center court, tipped and controlled by the Greek Connect bunch, and Jason Boswell, the 6'7" forward, dribbles up top. Works it to the right wing and finds Gerald Marshall, dribbling between the legs. Met by Dudu Gaye, pulls up from the baseline and misses the 15-footer off the front of the rim. The loose ball is scooped up by Josiah Lee, the Colorado native, for the Canada Stars.
It's important for both teams to establish a rhythm early. We saw yesterday how a game can go if you don't establish your offense. A lot of low-scoring affairs.
Right-handed runner down the lane off the money by Ray Anderson, one of the stars for the Greek Connect team. Back to the other end, a quick transition bucket gliding down the lane, and scoring is Shannon Fowler.
And that cannot happen from a missed shot all the way down within a few seconds to a made bucket. That's bad defense.
Fowler averaging 13 points so far in this weekend tournament as he heads to the free throw line. He's listed at 6'8", 225 pounds. California native from West Georgia University. That's a Division II school in the Peach State. Free throw into the air, and it kicks off the heel of the rim. Rising for the rebound is Jarrell Marshall. And here comes Greek Connect looking for their first points of this morning contest. Touch pass to the right corner, and that's Gerald Marshall. Dribble handoff finds Nil Bria. He loses the handle, comes right to Ray Anderson. On the left wing, skips it to the right corner. Open 3-ball into the air, rattles all over. Follow dunk, though. Nil Bria is in the right place at the right time. And, Matt, it's good to have friends like Nil Bria if you miss long-range jumpers.
Absolutely, and second chance points is going to be a big stat here today.
So Bria able to finish with a two-handed touch. And we're knotted at 2-2 with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Early here in the first quarter from the Doolittle Community Center. in downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. Championship game is straight ahead. That's right after we're done. That's the Desert Storm versus Finnish Select. Loose ball comes at midcourt, and we have a reach-in foul. And it's whistled against the Canada Stars. Josiah Lee, a little over-aggressive, got a piece of the body. And the ball will stay with Greek Connect.
And it seems to me Greek Connect, even though we're only a minute and a half in, it seems to me that they're the aggressors.
They played well yesterday despite a tough loss to French Pro-Am. That was a back-and-forth affair. Ray Anderson works left of the lane, pulls up, fires the 15-footer. It's a little long. The weak side rebound comes to Dudu Gaye, and he quickly hands it off to his compatriot in Anthony Terry. Anthony is 5'10". He's the point guard. Work the left side on the wing, and Josiah Lee holds over his head. Glides to the middle of the floor. Met quickly by Giovanni DeCias. Touch pass into the left corner, and that's Shannon Fowler, and the ball touched out of bounds. As, well, the shot clock horn went off, but the official said there were 2 seconds when the ball was touched out of bounds. These are NBA rules, and that means you're working with a 24-second shot clock throughout the entire tournament. Inbound to the corner, and Gaye fires the jumper. Got it to go line drive style, Matt. And he was clipped on the elbow.
Well, that's a case.
And he'll go to the line.
That's a case of making something out of nothing right there. The Canada Stars had nothing going on that possession, and were fortunate to have the ball go out of bounds, so they're able to reset and draw up a play.
Dudu Gaye is a good story. He started playing at South Carolina State University, transferred last year to Ball State in Indiana as a graduate student. Left-handed free throw, rims all over and out, and the loose ball rebound scooped down by Greek Connect. And credited to Jarrell Marshall. Touches it top of the key, long-range triple, kicks off the rim, off the hand of Jason Boswell into the corner. Knocked out of bounds, and the possession will go back to the Canada Stars. 4-2, the Stars with an early lead. Neither team has won a game in this tournament. And they would certainly love to get out of here with something positive on the airplane trip back home, maybe tonight or tomorrow. Stars working up front. Josiah Lee gives it up to Dudu. Works at the foul line, off the dribble, left of the lane. Left-handed kiss off the glass. Got it to go. Sweet footwork, Matt, and a nice kiss. And he's got 4 points early in this game to lead the Stars.
Very acrobatic, very agile. If he keeps doing that, they'll be in good hands.
No doubt. Ray Anderson finds a slasher down the lane. Jarrell Marshall, he was challenged as he goes up strong against Shannon Fowler. And it draws the ire of the official. We get a whistle and a hack on the arm, and it's charged against Shannon Fowler. So free throws coming up for Jarrell Marshall.
But that is smart of Shannon Fowler to foul him, because that's going to be an easy dunk 100% of the time. So make him earn it at the line, and maybe he'll miss one.
Jarrell Marshall just graduated from the University of Portland up in Oregon. They're the Pilots, as they're known, and they're a Division I program. They only won, though, 11 games this past fall season. Misses the first, makes the back end, and it cuts the deficit for Greek Connect down to 3. 3 minutes gone in the opening quarter, 4 10-minute quarters. There is a 2-minute overtime with the summer rules if necessary. Dribble drive down the lane. Shot off the money, off the hand of Anthony Terry. It was blocked away. Coming out of the pack, gliding down the lane comes Jason Boswell. He floats it up and finishes. It's a little coast-to-coast action by Boswell. Now a steal by Boswell as he hurdled the sideline to try to save it in bounds. And he couldn't do it. The ball will go back to the Canada Stars.
I like the aggressiveness there, though, to try and throw it off the defender.
His alarm clock went off early. He's got a lot of energy at 10 in the morning, doesn't he?
He does.
So Josiah Lee will work it over the center line with a left-handed dribble. 6-5. The Stars in nursing a 1-point advantage. Up top finds Fowler. At the point, holds on his right hip. Looking for Dudu. He holds on the left wing. 3 seconds to shoot. They got to force it up. Instead, it's stolen away by Nil Bria. Drives in, lays it up, and finishes with a right hand.
And right now the problem for the Stars is they're waiting way too long in the shot clock. They're trying to have plays develop, and they're just being too patient. They got to go.
That's a challenge all weekend. Remember, a lot of these young men are used to the 30-second shot clock at the collegiate level. Fowler off the dribble, wheels in, up and under, now fades away from 12 and rattles it home. Good body control on that play, Matt, and he was able to finish with a sweet little jumper just right of the lane.
And to your point about the shot clock and how most are used to the college atmosphere, I don't think that plays too much into it because you can see the shot clock. It's not like you don't know how much time's left.
Yeah, it's just a matter of developing the play. Left of the lane, a shot was partially blocked off the hand of Jason Boswell. Coming out of the pack is Josiah Lee. Kicks it right wing. Stop and pop three ball is way short off the right hand of Anthony Terry. And out of bounds. 23 feet 9 inches. That's the NBA three-point line from that right wing. And he was a foot or two behind it. And barely grazed net. That wasn't close. 8-7 the score. Canada Stars up early. Right-handed floater down the lane off the hand of Ray Anderson. Kicks away and scooping up yet another rebound is the 6'8" Shannon Fowler for the Canada Stars. He glides down the lane, finds the left corner. Step back between the legs. On the dribble is Jermichael Hawkins. He's a big star for this team. Nothing at the foul line, and he'll reset on the right perimeter. Josiah Lee with 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Dishes to the baseline, and nobody was there. Out of bounds she goes, and the ball will go back to Greek Connect. Tough loss for them on Friday, 86-85 to the Nevada Desert Storm. That was a good game early in this tournament, and they were on the short end of the stick. Marshall up high, dribble handoff to the wing, 19-footer into the air, skids away off the hand of Ray Anderson. Rebound, though, and the scoop and the score for Jarrell Marshall.
And again, even though it's only a 1-point game, it seems definitely Greek Connect wants to be the over-aggressor here, pushing the tempo.
Steal at midcourt. Ray Anderson glides down the lane. The scoop and the score, and all of a sudden Greek Connect has vaulted out to an 11-8 advantage with 4:37 to go in the opening quarter. And after a sluggish start, they have found their second win here just past 10 o'clock in the morning. Our buddy Nick Anastos is one of our sideline reporters in this game. And earlier today, he had a chance to talk with Coach Linos Gavriel.
Thank you, Todd. I spoke with Greek Connect head coach Minos Gavriel before the game. He stressed spacing on offense, wanted his guys to spread the floor, drive and kick, and hopefully get a little more consistency when they have the basketball. Defensively, they implicated a full court press yesterday. Coach Gavriel said they like to build on that success, pressure the team the full 94 feet. Thanks, Todd.
We're looking forward to another session that begins tomorrow morning bright and early at 10 o'clock. 8 new teams will participate. There are 4 games here, and that will go through Wednesday evening when they'll crown a champion of Session B. 11-8 in favor of Greek Connect, and out of the timeout burned by Coach Mike Leslie and the Canada Stars, they have the possession in the front court off to our left. Shannon Fowler works high, bounces it left of the lane. The right-handed floater is way short by Demetrius McReynolds. A loose ball battle under the goal, and we'll get a whistle. And a foul charged against the Greek Connect bunch. Jason Boswell, the culprit. And we've got free throws off to our left. Dante Thomas, one of the new additions to this Canada Stars team at the line from Arkansas State University in Jonesboro, Arkansas at 6'4". He connects from the free throw line, and he pulls the Stars to within 2, 11-9 in favor of Greek Connect. Second one rattles down, and 2 for 2 for Thomas, so it's a 1-point affair from the Doolittle Center. Whip pass underneath. The turnaround shot is off the money, off the hand of Cullen Russo. It was swatted away, and the loose ball comes to the Canada Stars. Whip pass baseline right, dribble drive, kiss off the window, and count the deuce for Demetrius McReynolds from Eastern Illinois University.
And I think that timeout did wonders for the Canada Stars. It looks like they have a little bit more pep in their step.
And now they've got the lead. There's a deep 3 from the left perimeter, and that goes down. Jason Boswell able to hit another. He's got 5 points early in this contest. Jason Boswell from Florida International University, just graduated in May. A team out of Conference USA, Florida International. They're a Division I school. They only had those 7 wins this past winter. 3 seconds to shoot. Deep 3, left corner, kicks off the heel of the rim, off the hand of Shannon Fowler. Weak side rebound, though, comes back to the Stars, and they get a fresh 24. And time to work with. Reversal to the corner, Fowler, an open 19-footer, that skids away. And a strong side rebound to the 6'9" Cullen Russo. Here comes Greek Connect. Power dribble left of the lane. The floater was batted away. And the loose ball off the hand of Terrence Cole comes away to the streaking Dudu Gaye. And he was fouled as he attacked the rack going up against Nil Bria. Well, they'll get it on Anthony Johnson. So that's the foul against the Canada Stars. Not in the act of shooting, I don't believe. Called it on the floor.
And we're seeing the pace pick up for both teams. Much faster play, less half-court offense. And that's what you want to see from everybody's perspective as a player and as a fan.
Greek Connect leading Canada 14-12, 2:50 to go, opening quarter. And the Stars have it left of the lane. Block sealed away, kick to the corner. And Demetrius McReynolds works one-on-one, takes the man off the dribble, goes to the rack, left it short. Loose ball battle, towing the line and keeping it inbounds is Jarrell Marshall. Good defense by Jarrell. Right wing three into the air. It rattles all over the iron and down by Jason Boswell. He's connected on 2 triples in this first quarter. And the lead extended to 5. There's an open lane, and taking advantage on a dribble drive and finishing easily is Anthony Johnson with a scoop and a score. Championship game is straight ahead. Should be a lot of fun. Desert Storm, a Nevada local team, against Finnish Select, coached by Miki Larkus out of Finland. Terrence Cole with a nifty dribble drive, drew some contact, and got the foul against Demetrius McReynolds. 1:51 to go in the opening period, and Sydney Carriel has been following closely.
Thanks, guys. I spoke to Coach Mike Leslie earlier in the game, and he mentioned that he wants better execution on offense. He said they missed way too many shots yesterday, which put them behind early. He also wants them to play harder and smarter and trust in each other. This is their 3rd game, so he hopes they can get that and start getting on a rhythm. He also wants better defense. He said they got behind way too early last game, and that's what made them climb out from a hole. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sydney. Mike Leslie with the Canada Stars, guiding his team to a tough loss on Friday by 3. And then yesterday lost to another Canadian team, the Windsor Express, who really looked strong. It's 91-75, and Canada Stars didn't shoot well yesterday afternoon, only about 42%. Meanwhile, they couldn't stop Windsor Express. They made some runs. They made it interesting at times, but a 16-point setback, and that's why the Canada Stars and Mike Leslie are playing for this 7th place trophy. There are 8 teams in this first session, so you could say this is the booby prize of sorts, Matt, but it's not so important that they get wins. It's more important that they do play some good basketball on the floor, and that's really what they're looking forward to today.
Yes, as we've alluded to in all previous broadcasts, this is individual-minded. So, granted, the scouts will look at the tapes where the teams win more often than they will if they lose. So everybody wants to get their own individual stats.
Terrence Cole, the San Diego native at 6 foot, makes 1 out of 2. And he pulls Greek Connect to within 4, 18-14 in favor of the, well, Greek Connect up by 4. There's a steal on a loose ball and an outlet pass intended for Jarrell Marshall. Ball tipped out of bounds from behind. Nice hustle by Demetrius McReynolds to get a piece. And the possession will stay under the goal as a late sub is injected in by Coach Gabrielle and Giovanni DeCius. 6'7" forward out of Weber International University in Florida. That's an NAIA school. Team that went 8-20 this past winter. Connect inbounds under their own goal. They have a 4-point advantage, and the ball is inbounded to Jason Boswell. Up top finds Cole off the dribble, down the lane. A little lob pass underneath. Shot didn't go for Bria. Another chance, though, for Greek Connect. The runner with the left hand rattles away. Off the hand of Terrence Cole, and out of the pack comes McReynolds. Bounces it left block to the right block, and off the glass she goes and in. Shannon Fowler able to finish. That was great teamwork, Matt, and 2 points for the Canada Stars.
Definitely great teamwork, and I think their confidence has built ever since that timeout.
Jarrell Marshall feeds it to the right elbow extended, and Giovanni DeCius able to show his range from a long distance. 6'7" combo player, just hit a 17-footer, and he pulls the Canada Stars to within 4. Or Greek Connect up 4. 20-16 is the score. Bounce pass to McReynolds, the left block, missed the shot off the rim, got it back, goes up against the trees, loose ball pulled away, and here comes Greek Connect and Jarrell Marshall. Working on Fowler, wheels down the lane, the right-handed kisser a little strong, the loose ball comes away, and scooped up by Shannon Fowler.
I like the idea, though.
$100 move and a 2-cent shot. That's what they used to call that. Great idea, just couldn't finish. We get a whistle and a hack way up top. And another foul against Greek Connect.
And let's see what the Canada Stars can do here to close out the quarter to get some momentum on their side.
Stars have the possession. They trail by 4. Shot clock has gone dead for the moment. 5 seconds to go. On the wing is Deontay Thomas. Step back, 19-footer, splashdown. Pretty little shot, pulls him within 2. Half-court desperation heave is off the target. And we've played 10 minutes in game number 1 of day number 3 from the Doolittle Community Center. The score is Greek Connect 20. And the Canada Stars 18. And Matt, early on looked like Greek Connect was going to dominate, but you're right. The timeout burned by Mike Leslie. He circled the wagons, and his team really responded well. They're right back in this basketball game.
Yes, and only down by 2. If they can just build on that and just say, let's have a lead at halftime, then it starts to build, and they really become more confident. And I think that this is very important to the Canada Stars to get this win, despite the fact that it's a 7th place finish.
Other games coming up, as we alluded to, the Nevada Desert Storm will take on Finish Select. That's the championship of Session A. Then Scouting for You will battle Point Streak. That's for 3rd place at about 2 o'clock. And then at around 4:30, French Pro-Am will take on that Canadian team, Windsor Express, and that will be for the 5th place trophy. There are 8 other teams that are arriving, both last night and today, here Sunday, and those teams are drafting their players, and we'll find rosters, and we'll get ready for another fresh session that begins bright and early here at the Doolittle Center Monday morning at 10 o'clock. 4 games tomorrow, 4 games Tuesday, and then 4 on Wednesday, and that'll put to bed this 10th annual Global Basketball Summer League. Linos Gabriel, the head coach of Greek Connect, coaches in the Cyprus and the Greek basketball areas. He's been coming here for around 3 years, looking for talent. He's had a pretty good team. They just had some bad luck in the first round and played well against a very athletic and deep French Pro-Am team and a veteran coach in his own right, Manu Schmidt, yesterday, but lost by 9, 89-80. So we go to the second quarter. Greek Connect with a 20-18 advantage. Led in scoring by Jason Boswell, who was hot from distance. He hit a couple of trays and a deuce. And on the other side, the power forward Shannon Fowler with 3 field goals, and he has a team-high 6 points for the Canada Stars. Stars have the possession. A speed dribble by Anthony Johnson. Races to the rack. Right-handed floater a little strong. Loose ball tipped away by McReynolds with a teardrop into the lane. That won't fall. All over the iron. Battle for the loose ball underneath, and it's scooped up by Giovanni DeCius and Greek Connect. Giovanni kicks it underneath. The right-handed floater won't go. Loose ball battle yanked down by Dudu Gaye. He touches it to McReynolds. Threads the needle with a right-handed bounce pass to the gliding and finishing Dante Thomas. And that play, Matt, worked to perfection. And the Canada Stars have drawn all square at 20 apiece. Good transition game by Canada. Trying to answer is Nil Bria. He finds Adaku Anumu. He steps back and hits a 20-foot long-range 2-point jumper. Adaku from Principia College in Southern Illinois, a Division III school, just graduated in May. Stands at 6'3". He's a real good three-point shooting guard, but hasn't hit many this week. Nice steal midcourt. Nil Bria tried to behind the backer. The loose ball kicks away into the right corner, and the floater is a little off target by Jason Boswell, tipped out of bounds. Lastly, off of Nil Bria, will go back to the maroon plaid Canada Stars. Dante Thomas working against Anumu at midcourt.
Canada really seems comfortable now, Todd.
They found their rhythm, haven't they?
They have.
Anthony Johnson finds Gaye. Low block, 4 seconds to shoot. Back to Gaye. Fades away with a left-handed wild hook. That won't fall. McReynolds tries to tip it up. That's off the side of the iron. The loose ball gobbled up by Anthony Terry. Or check it, Ray Anderson. He swings it left corner, rocketing a three, and landing is Jason Boswell, who's hit 3 threes on this Sunday morning. And Greek Connect is back to a 5-point advantage. So the early alarm clock working well for the sharpshooting Boswell. Feed to the corner, now to the middle. Shannon Fowler backs down his defender, took extra steps, a late whistle, but that's the right call, and a traveling violation. Fowler tried to initiate the contact down low as he really didn't have good position, and instead he gets called for steps. Two minutes gone in quarter number 2. And both teams shuffling fresh bodies onto the floor. Ray Anderson out of Virginia Union University works over the center line. He's quickly met by Josiah Lee. Tucks it to Nil Bria. Turnaround 3-ball right side. Kicks a little strong. Loose ball tipped away, and out of the pack is Anthony Terry. Stutter steps, right elbow extended. Pull-up jumper. Yes! And the foul.
Wow.
Boy, he stopped on a dime, didn't he? In some way, somehow, drew some contact against Greek Connect and got it to go down. Anthony Terry, who plays up in Canada. He's originally from Michigan. At the free throw line, looking for the end one and trying to pull the Stars to within 2, and he does it. So Anthony Terry takes care of business. He averaged 9 points a game at Redeemer Royals University College in Canada. That's his last known official school that he's played with. Ray Anderson off a high pick to the foul line pull up, 15-footer, you got it. Nice screen set high by his teammate Giovanni DeCius, and it's 27-23 in favor of Greek Connect. Behind the back on the dribble, Dante Thomas off the dribble, kicks it to the corner, now back up high, thought about a three. Anthony Terry swings it back to Dudu in the right corner. His left-handed 18-footer skids away, and Anumu comes away with a rebound. Finds a streaking Anderson right of the lane. The kiss, no. The follow tip, no. And Canada Stars counter with Dante Thomas as a quick reach-in foul. Charge against Nil Bria. Trying to stop the action. Otherwise, the Stars would have had an easy fast break. First foul on Bria. You do get 10 personal fouls in this tournament, Matt, before you got to sit down. Huh?
Fouling out in the Summer League is not an issue.
So the Canada Stars will have the possession. They trail by 4, 27-23. Led in scoring by Shannon Fowler. On the other side, the hot hand of Jason Boswell. Josiah Lee able to hit a floater. His first points of the morning. And the Stars are to within 2. 6.5 to play, quarter number 2. And Ray Anderson working up top off a screen. Left-handed dribble drive, try to kick it to the corner. The loose ball stolen away. And a 2-on-2 break for the Stars. A sweet little layup and the finger roll goes down for Dante Thomas. His second field goal of this first half. He has 6 points. And the Canada Stars have pulled all square again. 27 apiece midway through the second period. Anumu on the right corner, finds a crease, touches it to Anderson, fakes the pass, rockets the three, bullseye. Ray Anderson able to connect on a triple. He's got 7. He averaged 18 points a game at Virginia Union University, so he can fill the cup. Deep triple, top of the key, doesn't go for Anthony Terry for the Stars. A fast break on the other end on a shovel pass under the goal, and Jason Boswell engaged with Anthony Terry, and Terry climbing his back, tumbles to the deck and commits the foul. So some free throws coming up for Jason Boswell for the Greek Connect bunch, led by Linos Gabriel. But before that, we have a mandatory timeout, media timeout, with 5:30 to go in the second period. Let's send it again off to our buddy Nick Anastos, who's been following Greek Connect throughout this contest.
Play on the offensive end, stressing ball movement and pick and roll. Defensively, though, he praised his guys. Felt like they were aggressive, causing turnovers, and thus getting out and running on the fast break. So far, so good for the home team, leading by 3. Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Nick. Some good insight. The 3-ball has certainly been important for Greek Connect. They've connected on 4 triples in this first half. 3 of them from the hot hand of Jason Boswell, the Division I combo man at 6'7", 200 pounds. He only averaged 3 points a game for a Florida International team this past season that won only 7 games, but he's filling up the cup here on this early Sunday morning in the 7th place battle. Jason Boswell has hit 3 of the 4 triples for Greek Connect, and he has 11 points, double digits to pace the way with 5.5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. And out of the media timeout, free throws coming up for the aforementioned Jason Boswell. We've seen he can connect from beyond distance. Let's see if he's a good free throw shooter. Free throw up, all over the iron and down. 12 points in the first half for Boswell, and Greek Connect extends its lead to 31-27. Another opportunity, high into the air, front rim glass, you got it. 13 for Boswell. Countering of the Canada Stars. Pull up 19-foot rainbow jumper at the foul line is a little off the money off the hand of Jamichael Hawkins. Loose ball batted over the baseline, and it will stay. Well, apparently it will go back to Greek Connect, so touched lastly by the Stars. Ray Anderson has 7 first-half points, and he works the point up high. Dribble handoff from Marshall, back to Marshall. They try the right side. Anumu fires a triple. Bullseye. One of the fun names of the week, Adaku Anumu, out of Principia College in Illinois. It's his first 3 of the day. He's got 5 points. 35-27. Touch pass underneath, and Gaye able to finish off the business end of the pass up high, and a nice feed from Dante Thomas. Canada Stars just hanging around. 35-29, Matt, in favor of Greek Connect.
The old adage, even though neither of these teams is necessarily an underdog, the old adage is hang around and try and steal the game at the end, and that looks like what the Canada Stars are doing.
I like that formula. Dribble drive, Giovanni DeCias changes to the right hand. The hook is a little long. It rims off, and Dudu Gaye snares the rebound for the Canada Stars. Hands it off to his buddy Josiah Lee to the high post. Dribble penetration, nothing there. And Dudu Gaye resets to the right corner. Deep triple into the air from downtown Las Vegas.
There you go.
And it goes down for Anthony Terry. His first triple of the day. That easily was 26 feet away or so. And he drained a beautiful, sweet shot. 35-32, back to a 3-point affair. Working left corner is Boswell. Finds his buddy up top in Marshall to the elbow. Working against the defender, 2 to shoot, fades away, a little strong off the back of the iron, and the 6'10" Gaye skies for another rebound. Hands it off to Dante Thomas to the foul line. He pulls up, lobs to the streaking Gaye, kicks to the corner. 3-ball Hawkins skids away, all over and out, and the loose ball snared by Josiah Lee. To Terry, right corner, this time from deep triple range. That doesn't fall.
Offensive rebounds paying dividends for Canada Stars.
Yep, this is their third consecutive possession. Down 3, Gaye feeds down the lane. Terry,
Nice.
left-handed
Oh.
layup, and he blew it. Anderson snares the rebound. Speeds, pulls up, loses the handle, and stolen by Dante Thomas. Dante to the corner, step back 3, Hawkins into the air, air ball. 2:50 to go, and neither team finding any sort of consistency. A lob underneath, and connecting is Jarrell Marshall from Jason Boswell. 37-32. There's a lob to a streaking Gaye. Nice feed from Hawkins. And that connection works well for the Canada Stars as Gaye has 8. 37-34. We tick to 2:20 to play in quarter number 2. Game number 1 of this Sunday morning. Ray Anderson pulls up from 3. Yes! And the foul.
4-point plays are the easiest way to score points. You don't get them too often.
That'll
but
give you
when
some
do,
breathing
it's
room.
good.
Definitely. Well, that was a quick, sweet pull-up. Good concentration by Anderson. Had the body control. Got it to go down, and the Virginia Union University graduate is in double digits with 10 points. With 2:15 to play in quarter number 2, it's 40-34 in favor of Greek Connect and Coach Linos Gabriel. Sydney Carriel is following Mike Leslie and the Canada Stars throughout this contest on the sideline, and she has this report.
Mike Leslie said at the start of the second quarter they are off to a good start but need to get the ball up quicker, and again told his team they need to start making shots. He also wants them to start defending tougher on the perimeter. Guys?
Well, Sydney, I think your point is well taken. Greek Connect really has been the aggressor here, and I think that they know what's at stake and they're ready for it.
What am I doing wrong?
And they've hit 6 threes in this first half. You know, the 3-ball will give you a lot of breathing room, as you talked about, Matt. And 6 threes from 3 different players. Ray Anderson has knocked down a couple. We saw Adaku Anumu nail a 3 a moment ago from the right wing, and earlier in this first half, Jason Boswell was on fire as he nailed 3 threes and leads the club with 13 first half points. And the 3-ball has worked well for the Greek native Linos Gabriel, the head coach of this bunch, and his team, and that's the difference maker right now, up by 6. So 40-34 is the score. On the other side, the Canada Stars have 7 different contributors in the scoring column, and they're led by the big man down low in Dudu Gaye. South Carolina State University transfer. He's got 8 points in the post for Coach Leslie and the Stars. So a rare chance for Ray Anderson to connect on a 4-point play as he rockets up the free throw and nails it. 11 points now for Anderson. He was an 80% free throw shooter at Virginia Union, and he hasn't missed so far from the line this morning. 41-34, Greek Connect up by a touchdown, 2 minutes to play. Bounce pass to a streaking Shannon Fowler. It was tipped away by Anderson, knocked it off Fowler. Great hands by Ray Anderson, and Greek Connect up 7 has the possession with exactly 2 minutes to go in the second period. Cullen Russo checks in on the dead ball. He's a D1 body at 6'9", 235 from Fresno State University. Wing right is Nil Bria off a high pick. Deals to the roll man who set the pick, and it works beautifully to Devani DeCias, who finishes with a left-handed layup. The old pick and roll, it's worked for over 50 years. And Matt, that was well executed by the Greek Connect bunch.
It was.
Pass underneath, a shot challenged. Fowler missed it, got it back, and resets to a streaking dribble driving Anthony Johnson. Shot doesn't go, outlet ahead, and Nil Bria sets for Greek Connect. Finds a cutter down the lane, right-handed scoop. Terrence Cole finds the finish and the foul. Shannon Fowler was the man, a little late rotating over defensively. He's the culprit on the foul. And Terrence Cole heads to the charity stripe. Last played at an NAIA school called York College. That's in Nebraska, where he averaged about 6 points and 2 assists per contest as a guard. 3-point play for Greek Connect, and they're up a dozen, 46-34 with 1:13 to play in quarter number 2. Anthony Johnson up top, deals to the left wing and finds Demetrius McReynolds, lobs to Fowler, skips it on a pass to the right corner, a 3-ball up and count it for Anthony Terry. Great ball movement, nice reversal. They found the open Terry in the corner, and he's got 9 points in this quarter. Anthony Terry, guy who plays in Canada, and he's one of the stars today, no pun intended. 46-37, game clock ticks under 40. That's Nil Bria rising from distance as the shot clock expires. It kicks into the corner in the loose ball battle. Draws a whistle from one of the 3 NBA officials that have been with us throughout the week. They'll get it on Johnson for the Stars, and Greek Connect will have the possession. 30 seconds to go before intermission and nursing a 9-point lead. Terrence Cole working against Anthony Terry. Up top, deals to the corner, and the ball tipped out of bounds. Lastly off of a streaking Demetrius McReynolds. 17 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock. And Greek Connect will have another chance with its 9-point lead. The 3-ball has been their friend on this Sunday morning. They've hit 6 triples, and that's vaulted them out to a 9-point lead. Terrence Cole between the circles, off the dribble, down the lane, right-handed floater, back iron no, tipped up high, and another whistle, and a loose ball foul under the goal.
Let's see what momentum shifters they can try and get with 10 seconds remaining after these free throws. If you're able to maybe hit a shot at the buzzer, it does wonders for your confidence going into the locker room.
They'll have 10.2 seconds to work with. More free throws coming up for Greek Connect and Terrence Cole. 3rd foul against Johnson, Anthony Johnson for the Canada Stars. He's been racking up fouls here in the second quarter. That's his 3rd of this period. So Terrence Cole fires the free throw. He hits. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line in this first half and has 25 points throughout this weekend tournament. Next free throw, bullseye. Half a dozen for Cole, and the lead grows 48-37. 8 seconds to go. And here come the Stars. Anthony Johnson over the center line, fumbled it, lost it, got it back, stolen midcourt. Nil Bria rockets the shot up, and they'll get a foul. Well, no, a traveling violation against Bria as he heaved the half quarter and apparently took too many steps before releasing. So they'll add a second or so to the game clock.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to call a foul there.
I thought so, right? We were shielded a little bit, I think, from seeing the play. 1.7 seconds on the clock before halftime. Midcourt inbound. Dante Thomas fires it to his teammate Anthony Johnson, and it goes off his fingernail and over the baseline, and that's a turnover back to Greek Connect. Good idea, not much time to work with, and they just took a Hail Mary, and it didn't work.
And that's what you got to do, baseball pass here.
Terrell Marshall tries to find Nil Bria, and he didn't touch it. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and according to the NBA rules, that will go back to the sideline on the other side of the court. So
that's a break for the Stars, huh?
Yeah.
Big break.
And
0.7 seconds to work with, down 11.
You can get a shot off in 7 seconds.
There's a bounce pass Terry, wraparound layup, a little short, and that's the end of a pretty entertaining opening half from the Doolittle Community Center in downtown Las Vegas, where Greek Connect has connected from long distance, and they have jumped out to an impressive 48-37 halftime lead, and the 3-ball has certainly been friendly to Greek Connect. Matt, when you look at Ray Anderson, he's knocked down 2. Adaku Anumu has connected from long range. And then the hot hand of Jason Boswell, the Division I combo man from Florida International University. He's hit 3 threes. And when you put all that together, it's spelled 48 first-half points for Greek Connect. And the Canada Stars haven't matched that firepower, and they trail by 11.
No, they have not. And it's tough, but you got 20 minutes left. And I think that the time in college that these players have spent is going to serve them well in the summer league here. So they know what it's like to play in a 40-minute ball game. They understand the urgency that being down by 11 in a college game is not the same as an NBA game. And although they're playing in NBA rules, the fact is these are 40-minute games. So I think that's going to suit them well. And I think that they'll do all right if they can get it to single digits by the end of the third quarter.
What you love, too, about Greek Connect, they've played well as a team today. I think if Linos Gabriel talked to me and you after this game, he probably wish he had another week or two with this bunch.
Well, let's ask him.
Certainly, yeah, we could ask him, but I'm sure he would love at least another week or so because they really look like their chemistry is coming together. And unfortunately, this is the last day of their tournament. Everybody has scored of the 8 members on their roster except for Cullen Russo, who's come off the bench today for Greek Connect. And, well, he's normally one of the top scorers, or has been for the weekend. Russo actually leads them in scoring throughout their first 2 games, but today he hasn't contributed a point, and still Greek Connect has an impressive 11-point advantage. On the other side, for the Canada Stars, 7 of the 9 players on their roster has contributed at least a point. They're led in scoring by Anthony Terry, who lit up the second quarter with a couple of trays and an end-one opportunity as well, and he has 9 points at intermission. Dudu Gaye has been awfully active, as you would expect. He's a veteran. He's one of the oldest members of Canada Stars, and he has 8 points in the post to complement the guard play of Anthony Terry. But Greek Connect has hit 6 trays in the first half, and they enjoy a 48-37 advantage. Linos Gabriel has a 11-point halftime lead, and he has been gracious to hang around and hang with Nick Anastos on our sideline.
Coach, you're on pace for nearly 100 points. Talk about the first half offensively.
I mean, actually, I feel that happened from our defense because getting stops, we got more possessions, right? So we gain confidence from that, getting the stops and hitting some open threes, scoring some easy layups from our effort in defense, and that's why we got the 48 points. I think the guys they were more consistent defensively today, and then that's how the confidence bounced in and hit some open shots. Obviously, you see in this age, it's important to gain confidence during the game because these kids are searching for their identity and their new destination. So defensively, that's why I insist they need to get stops. They did. We got stops. We got the 48 points. It is how it is.
You feel like in the third game, guys are starting to get more comfortable, I guess, playing with each other now that it's been 2-3 games?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was rough because game 1, we lost from a team that's playing for the championship right now. So we were up by 1. They got that crazy shot. That's basketball. We could be here. This is what I feel for my guys. But at least we bounced back today. We play better, but it's not over yet. It's a long way to go. So we need to keep doing what we're doing.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck. Todd?
Thanks a lot, Nick, and certainly the 3-ball has been very important for Greek Connect here today. By the stat sheet, they've hit 5 triples, not 6, but still very impressive from beyond the arc. And Jason Boswell with 13 points in the first half. And Ray Anderson, the guard, has contributed 11 points. Let's head back to the sideline where Coach Mike Leslie, the head man of the Canada Stars, is standing by with our own Sydney Carriel.
Coach, earlier in the game you mentioned to the guys they need to play tougher and execute on offense. Do you think they've improved from last game?
They certainly have. I'm really pleased with the shot selection. We've missed a lot of easy looks, but they're off of actions that we were looking for to get shots, and we just haven't put the ball in the basket. But the quality of the shots that we're getting today is significantly better than what we were getting yesterday.
What did you tell them at halftime adjustments that they need to make to be successful in this game?
We talked just a little bit about ball screens and icing some of the ball screen action that they were running. So I think we'll be a little bit better on that. But offensively, I think we just need to stay with what we're doing and put the ball in the bucket.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck the second half. Guys?
Thanks, Sydney, and thank you, Coach Leslie, Coach Gabrielle, for taking time with us here at halftime. It's a quick break, grab some water, and get ready to go. 5-minute halftime breaks. Trying to keep these games, keep the action moving when it's 110 degrees outside, Matt. There's no time to dilly-dally, and you want to keep these games moving as quickly as possible.
Yeah, really.
Supposed to be, I think, a cool front moving in, and only a high of 107 or so tomorrow. So,
What's the low? 96?
it's 100 degrees at midnight, so that's as far as I go, unfortunately, or as far as I admit that I go here in Las Vegas is midnight.
The reason why the casinos are so successful isn't because people like to gamble. It's because they have air conditioning.
That's for sure. 48-37 as we start the second half. Greek Connect shooting an impressive 52% from the floor. They've hit 5 trays. They've only missed 2 free throws. And they have an 11-point advantage. Switch ends of the floor, and the Canada Stars have the arrow and the possession. Jermichael Hawkins out of Mississippi deals to the right perimeter. Holding over his head, Shannon Fowler with his team down 11. Backs down his defender, wheels on a drop step, cuts to the glass, lays it up with a right hand, and the foul against Boswell. Now that's your prototypical post move, Matt. Shannon Fowler flexed his muscle and went up strong, was able to finish and draw the foul. Free throw is good for Jason Fowler, or Shannon Fowler, and he now has 9 points as he commits or completes the end one. 48-40. 30 seconds gone, quarter number 3. Ray Anderson behind the back dribble, finds a new move, right elbow step back, 17-footer, bullseye. That's the bread and butter of Daku Anumu. Now he steals in the backcourt, wheels in against Terry, goes to the glass with a scoop and a score. 4 points in a span of about 4 seconds for Daku Anumu. Jermichael Hawkins and the Stars trying to get back into the game. They're bound to a 12-point deficit. Josiah Lee works to the left side. Bounces to the block. Gaye backs down his defender. Finds a streaker down the lane, and Jermichael Hawkins able to finish. Really good team basketball, both sides today. It's been fun to watch. Deep three, right wing, rims off. Offensive rebound, scoop underneath. Anderson missed the bunny layup. Tried to tackle Anthony Terry. Terry maintains his balance. Finds a streaking Fowler. Head fake, rises, scores, and the foul.
There you go, as I mentioned, down to 8.
Shannon Fowler found something that worked at halftime. And that second burst of energy has allowed the Canada Stars to move back into this game. It's 52-44. Shannon Fowler from the state of California at 6'8", traveled all the way to West Georgia University for his collegiate days, misses the free throw. Rebound scooped up Jarrell Marshall, and Greek Connect with an 8-point lead. Ray Anderson working into the corner, feeds it to the arc and finds Marshall. Up top is Anumu. 8 to shoot, off a screen, right of the lane, now accelerates to the baseline, draws a double team, feeds it up high, unable to handle the loose ball is DeCius. And we'll get an over and back violation and a 24-second violation in the same whistle, right. You really don't have many opportunities with that 24-second shot clock. You've got to execute. So the Canada Stars have the possession, and they've pulled back to within 8. 8 minutes to play, third period. Dribble drive, Hawkins off the dribble, right-handed scoop and a score. I like the way he plays. Fearless penetrator, went right in against the trees, Matt, and still had the athleticism to finish from the left side.
Absolutely.
52-46. Ray Anderson high post, feeds to Anumu, shovels underneath to Giovanni. Lost it, got it back, goes with the right-handed hook. That's off the money. And Gaye able to scoop up the loose ball for the Stars. Down 6, here they come. Lee lobs low post, turnaround jump hook, rattles around and goes down, and Shannon Fowler has taken over this basketball game for the Canada Stars. They once trailed by a dozen a moment ago. It's now only a 4-point deficit with 7:23 to play in the third period. And Shannon Fowler has 37 points in this tournament. He has 11 points already in this game. And he single-handedly, Matt, pulling this Canada Stars team, once down by 12, now to within 6 points, 54-48.
7:23 remaining, plenty of time in the game for the Canada Stars to get back into it, and they have. And if they can just keep this at this type of deficit or even trim a few more points off, they'll be all right heading into the fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, Greek Connect, who was lighting it up from long range with 5 first-half threes. They haven't hit a 3 yet. I know it's early in the third period, but that was part of their game. That was really their bread and butter in the opening half, and they have not been able to find good looks. And the Canada Stars have worked well, stepped up their defense, and they've turned it away. And Shannon Fowler putting on a show here on this Sunday morning as we hit 11 o'clock here West Coast time from sweltering, fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. 3 more games to go, including the championship matchup, which is coming up next. Nevada Desert Storm, led by head coach Ty McTire, will take on a team known as Finnish Select, led by coach Miki Larkus. Finnish Select looked impressive in both of their wins. Nevada Desert won by 1 on Friday. They won by 6 yesterday. So who do you got in the championship game coming up next?
Finnish Select. I'm sorry. There's not. I want to give everyone their due, and I will, but Timothy Coleman and Ricardo Ortiz and those players, they've gelled so well in such a short period of time. I don't see anybody beating them.
They look deep. They look strong. They got the right pieces. I'll agree with you. I'll put your wallet on that game and Finnish Select to win it all.
My wallet has $0 in it, so there you go.
54-48, back to action. With Greek Connect nursing now only a 6-point advantage. And they'll have the possession off to our left. Adaku Anumu, along with Terrence Cole, Nil Bria, Colin Russo, and Jarrell Marshall are the 5 for coach Linos Gabriel. Cole with a dribble handoff, working up high against Josiah Lee. Feeds it to the high post, Jarrell Marshall. Right-hand, left-hand dribble on a double team, and he was bumped as he elevated. I don't think he intended to shoot, but a pass to the baseline instead, and the official blares the whistle. And the foul goes against the Canada Stars. So Adaku Anumu will inbound and find Cole in front of our position. Dishes to Nil Bria on the right arch. Stops, pulls up, 17-foot Jay, skids a little short. Loose ball battle underneath, and Josiah Lee at 6'3" snares the rebound for Canada. Pushes the issue, bounces at low post, a wide open dunk, and Shannon Fowler now has 13 points on the day. And the Stars are shining from Las Vegas. It's 54-50. As hot as Shannon Fowler is, you wonder why Greek Connect forgot about him down low. Now a dribble drive by Greek Connect's Terrence Cole, and he draws the contact, and he'll head to the line. Shannon Fowler, Matt, was so wide open. I mean, the guy is dominating this game. They just totally lost track of the best player right now for the Canada Stars, and he finishes with a two-handed flush. So Terrence Cole will shoot a couple of free throws. The Californian, 6 first-half points, hasn't scored yet here in the third period. And Terrence Cole, 4 for 5 from the charity line. Greek Connect has only missed 2 free throws today. That's certainly helping their cause. They also have hit those 5 first-half trays. Cole rises, a free throw off his fingernail, and it's all over the rim, the glass, and away. Terrence averaged 6 points per contest at York College in Nebraska. As he nails the back end, and the lead is back to 5. Greek Connect 55, Canada Stars 50. Josiah Lee up top, finds Dudu Gaye. Now dishes off to Anthony Terry in the jump circle. Works to the right wing, penetrates into the lane, fumbles the basketball, got it back, feeds to Gaye, lost on his hip. Loose ball by Cullen Russo, outlets ahead to the streaking Nil Bria, but credit the Stars, they hustle back in time, and the ball is off Bria, and it'll go back to the Maroon bunch. 6 minutes to play, third quarter, 7th place contest. And Jamichael Hawkins feeds down low to the hot hand of the half in Fowler. Nothing there, finds a cutting Gaye, left-handed floater by the 6'10" giant. He tumbles to the deck, he gets it to go, and Gaye will go to the free throw line.
That was nasty. That was just, he willed
Did you
that
feel
ball
the
in there.
earthquake as he hit the
willed
deck?
that ball into the net.
That was about an 8.5 on the Richter scale as he hit the deck. Dudu Gaye listed at 6'10", 240, but I think that's generous.
I'm from California, and I think they felt that one on the Golden Gate Bridge.
He's originally from Senegal. Then he played basketball at South Carolina State, and then went to Indiana to Ball State.
It's amazing, these journeys from some of these players, where they've been, what foreign countries they've been to, or to them, their home country, some of them. Obviously, we're a little bit ethnic-centric here.
He may have the best shoes on the floor today, too. The gold and white Nike swoosh.
I like that.
And Dudu able to swoosh down the free throw. 55-53 in favor of Greek Connect, but the Stars are coming back. On the right wing, that's Terrence Cole. Lost the handle, stripped away. Josiah Lee on the break, and a reach-in charge against Nil Bria, who just saved 2 points with a little tic-tac foul. Canada Stars will inbound on the opposite sideline with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Josiah Lee dishes wide right, finds Hawkins, met by Bria. Dudu sets the screen, now Hawkins off the dribble, gallops to the goal, lays it up and scores.
Wow.
His 6th point of the afternoon, and we've got a game from Las Vegas, tied at 55. Deep three, right wing, and bang it down for Anumu. He's lit it up for 12 points, 7 of those in this third quarter. And Greek Connect back to a 3-point advantage. Anthony Terry, the Michigan native, lobs it up front. Jamichael Hawkins working on the dribble, now pulls up, rifles a three, bangs around the rim and the glass. A rebound scooped up by Jarrell Marshall. And here comes Terrence Cole and Greek Connect. Up high, open triple into the air. Cole, bullseye. Took a couple of laps around the rim, down the throat she goes, and it's 61-55 in favor of Greek Connect.
And teams can get a little bit three happy, and it looks like that's what's happening for both teams, although Greek Connect is hitting the threes, so if it's not broke, don't fix it.
They've knocked down 7 triples in this game, 7. Rising right-hander doesn't go on a nice attack by Jamichael Hawkins, but he draws the foul against Greek Connect, and he'll get a chance at a couple of free throws. Jamichael from the state of Mississippi, went to Southeastern Louisiana University. That's near New Orleans, and graduated last year in 2016. Hawkins hits the free throw. He gets it to go. A couple of subs coming in. Jason Boswell, who was hot early in the game for Greek Connect, is back in. Jarrell Marshall will sit down. Hawkins nailed the first free throw. Demetrius McReynolds will come in for Dudu Gaye, who will get a spell. Demetrius has just 2 points off the bench today for Coach Leslie. Free throw goes down. Hawkins has 8. And the Canada Stars are back to within 4, 61-57. 4 minutes and change to play in quarter number 3. Nilbria kicks to Cole on the right arch. Left-handed penetration to the foul line. Step back. Rainbow 16-footer. Book it. That was awesome. And Terrence Cole now has a dozen. I love when guards fade away and nail those mid-range jumpers. Dante Thomas weaves down the lane, and he took an extra gallop, says the official, and that is a turnover back to Greek Connect. 63-57. Greek Connect has more or less been in the lead throughout the day, but the Canada Stars are trying to make this interesting, led by the great play of Shannon Fowler in this third. Terrence Cole gallops left of the lane, had it sent back on a rising rejection by Anthony Johnson. Boy, did he elevate into the air to get that and knock it backwards. So Adaku Anumu will inbound under his own goal. This team up 6. Resets off a screen. Terrence Cole. Dribble drive behind the back. Reverse to the corner. Aduku fakes the 3. Steps to 20. 1 second on the shot clock. Fires the shots a little strong. And the rebound gobbled up by Shannon Fowler. And here come the Stars. Trailing by 6. Jermichael Hawkins up top. Dribble drive penetration into the air. Runs into a white jersey. And that blocking foul will go against, I believe, Cullen Russo. Not much doing today for the Fresno State man. Cullen Russo just played in the NIT tournament this past winter for the Bulldogs of Fresno State in California. He has led this team, Greek Connect, in scoring in the first 2 games, but has not scored yet today, and he's saddled with the foul, and he'll take a seat on the bench. Jermichael Hawkins' free throw is down. He's in double digits with 10, hits them both, and it's 63-58. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. 7th place game from the Doolittle Community Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ray Anderson collects a dribble handoff, high post, finds Nilbria. Touch to the right wing to Jason Boswell, puts it off the dribble, down low, finds Bria. Shot rejected from behind and tipped out of bounds. It will stay here with Greek Connect. Inbound Ray Anderson, rainbow shot 1 second on the shot clock from the left baseline, and it rattles away. Didn't have much of a chance, and the turnover, or was the ball touched? Ray Anderson is lobbying that the ball was deflected, but he's not going to win that. With 2:39 to go, the Canada Stars will have the ball. Dudu Gaye will check in on the next opportunity. Dante Thomas hands it off to Anthony Johnson in the backcourt, and a reach-around foul 70 feet away from the bucket is charged against Greek Connect and Jason Boswell. Ill-advised foul, but he took a chance and lost. So Dante Thomas and company will put it in motion for the Stars. Down 5, they need points. Dribble drive right of the lane, skidding to the glass. The shot is a little long. And a hacking foul will go against Greek Connect. Now get it on Marshall. Anthony Johnson will head to the free throw line, and we have a media timeout on the floor. 63-58, third period, 2:27 to go before the end of the quarter. Greek Connect trying to win 7th place in this annual Global Basketball Summer League. Let's head it back to the sideline. Matt, find Nick Anastos, who has this live update.
Thanks, Todd. Not unusual during these Summer League showcases that other head coaches may get involved in other teams' huddles. We saw Ricky George from Scouting for You step in and have a comment on the Greek sideline during halftime. So these coaches and these players getting advice from all over. Todd?
Jason Boswell hasn't scored in the second half. He has 13 to still lead them in scoring. Ray Anderson has been an electric guard. He had 11 points at halftime, didn't score here in this third quarter. And the interesting part of the game, Greek Connect's leading scorer in this tournament, the Division I star in the post, Cullen Russo at 6'9", has not scored in this game, and yet Greek Connect is up by 5.
You wouldn't think that, would you?
That just shows how well they're playing as a team. They found other contributors, and this bunch has jumped out to a 5-point lead. Can they hang on? 2:27 to go in the third. So Anthony Johnson will go to the free throw line. Transferred from Eastern Illinois University to Maryville University. That's in West St. Louis County. Went from a D1 to a D2 school. Anthony Johnson, originally from the state of Illinois, at 6'5", 195. He averaged 11 points a game last year at Maryville. And he buries both free throws for Greek Connect, or the Canada Stars, and they've pulled it within 3, 63-60. Ray Anderson up hop, finds a Numu, left elbow extended, kicks to the left wing, open 3-ball into the air, doesn't fall for Nil Bria. Long rebound, gobbled up by Jamichael Hawkins. And here come the Stars. Bounce to Dudu. Tried a reversal, may have gotten away with a travel. Find to the foul line on a pass.
Nice.
And an open 15-footer goes for Jamichael Hawkins.
That's a great find for Hawkins.
Good ball movement by the Stars, and all of a sudden they're to within 1 point again, 63-62. How does Greek Connect answer? Anumu steps beyond the 3-ball, fires it, doesn't go, off the front of the iron. Rising rebound for Demetrius McReynolds. Lobs underneath to a streaking Dudu over his shoulder, and Gaye could not collect. It hits off his shoulder blade and skips out of bounds, and back it goes to Greek Connect. Good idea, lobbed a little too far, and Dudu tried to keep his eye on the ball, but it went off his body and out of bounds. So Ray Anderson and company will have it, nursing a 1-point advantage with 1:25 to play. Clock ticking down, quarter number 3. Off a screen, left-handed dribble by Anderson. Circles around his defender, gallops down the lane, goes to the left hand, doesn't fall. Loose ball into the corner and chased down by McReynolds.
How did that not go down?
Gravity went the wrong way, apparently. You're right, it was halfway into the cylinder and popped out. Canada Stars, though, can't take advantage. They fumble a pass away out of bounds. And back comes Greek Connect, up 1. Dribbling is Jason Boswell. Loses the handle. Off the turnover, the Stars will try to counter with under a minute to play in quarter number 3. McReynolds up top. Thought about a pass down low, instead penetrates, leaves it for Dudu. Up and under, off the glass, a little strong with the left hand. Rebound to Gerald Marshall. Cross-court outlet to a streaking Jason Boswell on the baseline. Leaves it underneath, and the two-handed flush goes down for Jarrell Marshall. Unselfish play by Greek Connect, and they're back to a 3-point advantage with 25 seconds to go. Johnson slows it up, about a 6-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Between the legs, Anthony Johnson, cross-court skip past Hawkins, step back 16-footer short from the baseline. Out of the pack, Anderson gives it up to Nil Bria, back to Anderson underneath. 6 seconds to go. Pass through the lane, deflected off the hand of Jarrell Marshall, and we'll get a whistle on a holding foul against the Canada Stars. Jamichael Hawkins the culprit. 4.4 seconds to go and a 3-point advantage. Greek Connect will inbound at the volleyball line, and Linos Gabriel wants to circle the wagons. Matt, design the play of how they want to execute. This is all what Summer League basketball is about, right? 3-point game, late third quarter, 4 seconds. He wants to design a play, get this on film, and see how these guys execute his call.
And let me tell you something, Linos Gabriel, he understands how all this works. I've talked to him on multiple occasions. He's a great guy, and he has his team playing great basketball right now.
They're playing extremely well as a unit, and the big quirk of this game is the fact that they're maybe their best player on paper hasn't contributed a point in Cullen Russo. Russo has only taken 1 shot. He does have a rebound. He's not in any foul trouble, but they're playing well as a unit without the 6'9" man from Fresno State University, and still they have a 3-point lead with 4.4 seconds to play. Well, still a lot of fun to come on this Sunday from Las Vegas, Nevada, including the championship. Desert Storm will battle Finish Select. That's straight ahead once we're done. And the third place game will follow. And then we'll hand out a fifth place plaque later this afternoon when French Pro-Am takes on the Canadian team known as Windsor Express. 4.4 seconds to go, 65-62. Neil Bria inbounds up top, Ray Anderson. Left-handed dribble, gives it back to Bria. Left corner rises from three. It's way long, and that's the end of the third quarter. So it appears they executed what Linos Gabriel diagrammed at that point, Matt. But the triple from the corner by Neil Bria was a little long, and that's the end of three. 65-62, Greek Connect holding on to a 3-point advantage. We'll take a timeout, commercial break, and come back to the Doolittle Center right after this.
He's got you covered, you know. You see? You didn't have to pay him a dime either. It's amazing. Most fans just squirt water at officials, don't they? Right, you know, look at this. We help you out. Right. Beer, water, you got it all. We actually help you out.
With Matt Fowler, I'm Todd Benacki. Nick Anastos and Sydney Carriel are our two sideline correspondents. We're in the 7th place game, Greek Connect. Led by 11 at halftime, we'll go into the fourth quarter with a 3-point advantage, 65-62. 4 players in double digits, led by Jason Boswell's 13 points, a dozen each for Terrence Cole and Adaku Anumu, and 11 points for Ray Anderson. Greek Connect will have the possession at a 3-point lead. We start the fourth period from the Doolittle Convention Center, and Terrence Cole quickly turns it over as he collected with that heel on the sideline on the black as he found it in the corner and couldn't maintain his balance. So the Canada Stars catch an early fourth quarter break. Let's see if they can convert. Anthony Johnson on the right perimeter. Looking down low for Fowler, nothing there. Instead finds Dante Thomas. Feeds on a whip pass down low to Fowler on a triple team. Lays it up, missed the shot under the goal. And the loose ball comes to Jarrell Marshall. Golden opportunity for the Canada Stars, and it goes awry. Left-handed layup, meanwhile, on the other end. And there's Jason Boswell. His first points of the second half. Matt, after he exploded for 13 in the first half, he was quiet in that third quarter. Dante Thomas feeds to the left perimeter. That's Anthony Johnson. Pull up 17-footer, bangs away. Weak side rebound, yanked in by Ray Anderson. Reconnect with a 5-point lead and the ball. In the corner, deep triple into the air. Count it for Jarrell Marshall. His first tray of the contest. And 8 threes in this game for Greek Connect, 8. There's an aggressive dribble drive by Dante Thomas. He was shoved to the deck as he attacked the goal, and he'll go to the free throw line. But a timeout called by Mike Leslie and the Canada Stars as all of a sudden a 5-0 run to start this fourth quarter by Linos Gabriel and Greek Connect has made life more difficult for the Stars to come back in this game, and an 8-point deficit. It's 70-62. So, man, I know you've watched a lot of the basketball. What has impressed you most about at least the opening session? We've got 8 fresh teams that are chomping at the bit starting tomorrow morning to come out and show us their athleticism. But, boy, this has been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
It has. And the thing about global basketball is you really get to see the joy that these players have playing the game, because although obviously you must be invited here to play at global basketball, so there is some pressure, you don't really get the sense that the players feel all that pressure being here in the Summer League. They just want to have fun and in the process get noticed.
Some of them have been in our van on the trips back and forth to the hotel.
Some of them haven't been allowed back in our van because or in our van period because they're too tall, i.e. Connor Voss, 7
foot 1.
foot 1.
From Columbia University,
Yeah, absolutely.
He was a big guy, and our van was stuffed, and there was no way we were going to squeak him in.
We told him
the
we
other
really
day.
want to, man. We just can't.
Could have tied him to the roof, maybe. I don't know.
No,
That would be like an Aunt Edna thing from vacation.
Yeah, lengthwise, it wouldn't be, wouldn't be long enough. His legs would be dangling on the windshield. It wouldn't work.
Out of the timeout burned by the Stars, their star, Dante Thomas, is at the line. A free throw up and down. I'm most impressed, honestly, certainly with the power and the athleticism on the court, but the maturity of these guys off the court and what we've been able to witness the last 3 days. Thomas hits them both. And the man from Arkansas State University has pulled the Stars to within 6. They trailed by 8 a second ago. Off a high screen to the high post, losing the handle is Jason Boswell. Gaining it back, reconnect. In the corner, Terrence Cole got away with a walk, got the ball back. Turnaround left-handed shot, deflected away by Anthony Johnson of the Stars, and here come the Stars, down 6. Dante Thomas with an aggressive dribble drive, and Nil Bria brushed him, and that drew the ire from the official in front of us and the foul. Remember, the officials are being evaluated as well. Everybody is on tape. And there's an officiating crew from the NBA office that's here watching off to our left in the corner. Every move and every whistle they make or don't make. Terrence Cole lobs to the right block, and Gerald Marshall. Nothing there, feeds to the corner. Ray Anderson pulls the trigger on a 3, but before that he stepped back and stepped out of bounds. 70-64. 7:52 to play in the contest. Yeah, Mike Leslie lobbying with the official in front of us. Says there's a lot of traveling going on and not many whistles on the extra steps. I'll partially agree with that. Anthony Johnson working up top. Off a screen, glides to his right. His team trails by 6. Lob down low. Shannon Fowler powers his way to the goal, goes to the hook off the square, and that falls down easily for the California native. And Shannon Fowler pacing the way for the Stars with 15 points on the afternoon. 70-66. Ray Anderson off a screen. Rockets a long-range jumper. That pinball's all over the rim and out. Loose ball battle comes away to Johnson. Feeds a bounce pass. Poorly thrown. Stolen by Terrence Cole. Outlets ahead to Nil Bria. And he glides in and finishes for Greek Connect. Nil Bria with 6 points. And a 6-point advantage for Linos Gabriel and the team known as Greek Connect. Pull up 3, right arch is off the money by Anthony Terry for the Stars. Rebound comes to Cole. Finds an open Bria. He unloads a 3. That's off the money. Offensive rebound, pull down Marshall, and a fresh 24 for Greek Connect. And then we get a reach around foul on a steal chance by the Canada Stars and Josiah Lee. Well, they get it on Thomas, not Lee. Fresh bodies coming into the mix on both sides. And we have a timeout on the floor, and Sidney Carriel is standing by with this update. Thanks, Sydney. Good insight. As the Greek Connect team will have the possession up 6 with 6:39 to go in regulation. Off the screen, Ray Anderson leaves it up top. Cullen Russo has been awfully quiet today. Bounce pass, low block. Left-handed turnaround layup doesn't go by Giovanni DeCias. Rebound comes out to Fowler, running the floor, whips it to the block. Wraparound layup, count it for JaMychal Hawkins. Great transition game by the Canada Stars, and they've pulled it within 4, 72-68. My favorite part of the game, transition and executing in the open court. Here's Ray Anderson with a spin move, pull-up J, right of the arch. That doesn't go from 10 feet. And Dudu Gaye able to gobble up yet another rebound for the Canada Stars. Finds JaMychal Hawkins, and he tried to shovel underneath, and some bodies fly. We'll get a foul call against Greek Connect. Not in the act of shooting. And so the Canada Stars will have the possession. 72-68. Dudu Gaye feeds to the left perimeter, and that's Demetrius McReynolds who's just checked in. He lost the handle in the paint. Now regroups. Bounce pass, weak block. Wheeling is Fowler, and he finishes with yet another deuce. 11 second half points for Shannon Fowler. 72-70. The Canada Stars have pulled within 2. Off a screen, and a right wing triple goes down for Jason Boswell. Actually inside the line, he's got 17 points. Dribble drive, right-handed runner, that's off the money by Hawkins. Canada Stars can't answer. 5 minutes to go in the game. Bounce past Giovanni DeCias, can't finish, but a whistle and a foul, and he'll go to the line. Sydney, what do you have?
Coach Mike Leslie told his players in the huddle they need to start passing the ball. He wants more ball movement on offense and said to them, don't complicate the game again. Keep playing how we were. Guys?
Thanks, Sydney. Anthony Johnson will check in for the Stars, and spelling the second half leader for this team, Shannon Fowler, who will get a break. I guarantee he will be right back, though, in the game for Coach Mike Leslie. They desperately need Fowler's offensive scoring prowess. Giovanni DeCias misses the free throw. Score remains 76-70. Demetrius McReynolds stops and pops, kicks it up top, finds a streaking Lee. He leaves it underneath, and a right-handed floater goes off the glass and in for Anthony Johnson. The unselfishness, Matt, of both teams showing today.
76-72, we have a good ball game here in Las Vegas, and you're right, ball movement and unselfish play all around.
Ray Anderson can't connect for Greek Connect. Back to the other end comes Dudu Gaye, galloping down the lane like a reindeer. He was able to finish. 13 points for Dudu. He was on our bus earlier today coming to the Doolittle Center. Very mature young man. Big smile on his face. He was quiet on the van trip, but I'm sure he had his game face on. There's a flip pass underneath to Anumu and a wild running hook. Didn't have a prayer to go in. Countering are the Stars. They trail by 2. A chance to tie or take the lead. Pass up top, tipped away to Hawkins behind the back underneath to McReynolds. Nothing under the goal, so he'll dribble back and reset for a team known as the Canada Stars. Now he puts it in motion down the lane, floats it up short. Loose ball battle, and a fresh 24 for Canada, down 76-74. 3:44 to go, quarter number 4. Off the dribble, penetrating, gliding in, shot rejected off the hand of Josiah Lee. Here comes Ray Anderson, leaves it for a streaker, and gliding is Jason Boswell as he finishes with a two-handed flush. 78-74. Back to the other end comes Hawkins, leaves it for Gaye, gallops in, leans in, and an easy offensive foul on a major collision underneath the goal. Dudu Gaye going right into the chest plate of Giovanni DeCias. That was a Mack truck running into a tractor trailer, Matt, and a major collision like you see on the interstate during rush hour. But how about DeCias? It takes guts to absorb the blow of a guy like Dudu Gaye coming right at you. 78-74 with 3:15 to play. This is a 7th place game, but they're playing like it's for the title, and I love it. The energy has been there throughout. There are a lot of eyes in the stands watching closely. Jason Boswell working on as a defender Anthony Johnson, and Johnson hand checks him. Draws the foul. Actually, they'll call it on Boswell. He didn't agree. I don't agree. Thought he had an advantage. Well, we have a timeout on the floor with 2:58 to play in quarter number 4. Still to come, Desert Storm out of Nevada against the Finnish Select Bunch. That's for the title of Session A. And then Scouting for You will battle Point Streak for 3rd place at around 2 o'clock. And then stay with us for French Pro-Am versus Windsor Express. All these games, by the way, are archived, and you can view them at globalbasketball.com. Check out the Global Basketball YouTube page. Also Instagram. They are all over the world, and they're covering this event inside and out. Guys like Nick Anastas, Sidney Carriel, Matt Fowler to my left.
We're happy
And
you're
all of
with
our
us.
media crew. It's been a lot of fun. We've found some new friendships, Matt. Not only within our media group, but also here with Global Basketball. And this has been a nice midsummer break for me. I'm sure for you as well. And it's my pleasure to come out here. I came from the St. Louis area and enjoying 9 days in the heat and in the desert.
Yeah, well, I came from California, and I'm enjoying it here, and we have to get back to reality once we but of course that's the case when anybody goes to Vegas. And we've had some fun times on Fremont Street, I've heard. I have not been there, but
You mean Las Vegas is not reality? Somebody
No.
pitch me.
no, it's not. I was at a taping of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire a few days ago. Trust me, not reality.
78-74. Everybody comes to Vegas. They want to be a millionaire. Very few leave that way, I guarantee you.
Some millionaires come and leave with no money.
So out of the timeout, the possession comes to Canada Stars down by 4. Under 3 to play. Crunch time. Dunt pass down low intended for Dudu Gaye. Boy, he was engaged with Giovanni DeCius. They let that go, and the ball squirts out of bounds, and that's a turnover to Greek Connect up 4. Not the best of passes, but I thought certainly that Dudu Gaye was held on the play. No whistle. Ray Anderson and company have it off to our left. Adaku Anumu gives it back to Ray at the point. Left-handed dribble to the elbow, sealed away. Good defense from Anthony Johnson and the Stars. 5 to shoot. Ray Anderson off the dribble, penetrates off the feet, floats it up and scores. That was aggressive, a terrific finish, and a confident shot by Ray Anderson going into traffic. 80-74. Anthony Johnson trying to counter from the right elbow, puts it in motion on a double team, now holds his dribble. 2 minutes to play, a 6-point lead for Greek Connect. Backdoor bounce pass, Hawkins from Dudu Gaye, rolls all over the rim and out. Got it back, left-handed finish, count the bucket for Jamichael Hawkins. 16 points, 14 of those in the second half for Jamichael Hawkins. And we're back to a 4-point game with 1:40 to play.
Crunch time here in Vegas.
Anumu holds on the right arch, between the legs, off the dribble, stops and pops, shot blocked away, loose ball out of bounds off the left finger of Giovanni DeCius. Not the best of ideas by Adaku Anumu, trying to take a shot with his team up by 4. That was early in the shot clock, Matt. And the ball will go back to the Canada Stars.
Yeah, if you have a lead this late in the game, you want to hold the ball, you want to use clock.
Jamichael Hawkins out of the great state of Mississippi, between the legs, over the center line, works to the left wing, dumps up top to Shannon Fowler, playing with 17 points. Deals to a streaker down the paint. Jonte Thomas's runner is off the money, but he was pushed, and free throws coming up for Canada Stars, down by 4 with 1:15 to play, and Sidney Carriel has an update.
In the huddle, Coach Mike Leslie told his team it comes down to execution now. He wants them to motion as much as they can. He stressed the importance of getting the rebounds and blocking out, and most importantly, working as a team. Guys?
Thank you, Sydney. Dante Thomas at the free throw line buries the first of two. He has 9 points in this contest. Out of Arkansas State University, Northeastern Arkansas Division I program. They're known as the Red Wolves. 80-77 with 1:15 to play. Championship coming up. Third place will follow. Fifth place will put Sunday and this first session to bed at about 6 o'clock tonight. Missing the back end free throw, though. Dudu Gaye is there to follow.
The three-point play the hard way.
It works well, and we got a 1-point affair from the Doolittle Community Center with 1 minute and change to play. Execution down the stretch. Who wants it? 7th place up for grabs. Ray Anderson with a left-handed dribble, kicks it to the corner. Step back, fake three, now penetrating Jarrell Marshall. 7 to shoot, bounces high, stolen by Gaye, and he's pulled down at midcourt by Giovanni DeCius.
And that will be free throws.
Dudu slow to get up. We heard that thud in front of us as he tumbled to the floor after he was pulled down by Giovanni DeCius at midcourt. And 2 free throws for Dudu Gaye if he's able physically to make his way to the free throw line.
And this is important because if he is not able and has to come out, the other team gets to select who they want to shoot the free throws.
So he'll get 2 shots with his team down 1, 52 seconds to go, and Dudu still hasn't regained his faculties.
I don't know why there's nobody in the lane.
I think they'll come here on the second one. They'll fill it. The first one missed by Dudu Gaye. Did they call a intentional
They must
foul?
have called either an intentional or a flagrant. We'll try and get that update for you.
First miss, second one goes down, and that ties the score at 80 apiece. So it must have been a flagrant of some sort. So the possession will also go to the Canada Stars in addition to the free throw.
It was a flagrant. Flagrant
Good
one.
call. I like it. Giovanni DeCius with the flagrant foul. So the Stars have it tied up, 51 seconds to go. Anthony Johnson collects the inbound, skips it far side to Jermichael Hawkins. Crosses over on the dribble, 15 to shoot, now puts it in motion. Shovel pass away to Shannon Fowler on the left arc. Deals through the lane. Now a touch back to Hawkins. Pulls the trigger. Deep 3 ball. Front rim short. Loose ball battle comes away to Ray Anderson. And Greek Connect with 29 seconds to go. 80-80 score. And I'm sure a timeout is coming for Linos Gabriel.
Well, the thing is there, the Canada Stars shot the ball with enough time. Now they will have the last possession guaranteed.
6 to shoot. Nil Bria with a turnaround hook. That's off the money. 10 seconds to go. Rebound pulled away. Anthony Johnson glides down the lane. Gives it up to Dudu. Rolls it up. Left it short. Pulled down to the deck and fouled. And he'll go to the line with 4 seconds to go.
Clutch opportunity here.
Not sure why Greek Connect executed the way they did and didn't call a timeout, but it's all moot. I would have called timeout and designed a play, your last shot, but they didn't. 4 seconds to go, and Dudu tied at 80. The man from Senegal, left-handed free throw up all over the rim once, twice, and it spins away.
Must make this one.
The grad student transfer at Ball State University with a chance to put the Stars into the lead with 4 seconds to go. 3 dribbles, deep knee bend, into the air she goes, and it rattles down. Gaye has 17, the biggest point of the game, though, for the 6'10", 240-pound monster. And it's 81-80 with 4.4 seconds to play, and now we have a timeout on the floor. And the way the rules work, the ball will be moved up and inbounded from the 28-foot line, or mark, the volleyball line, if you will, here at the Doolittle Center. And so with 4 seconds to go, Greek Connect will have the ball in their own front court, Matt, and a chance to execute a play and a buzzer beater to win this and pull out the 7th place prize.
And as we said, Greek Connect was the aggressor the whole game.
Hung around. Well, they had the lead the whole game, yeah.
And Canada Stars hung around for much of it, and look at where they're at right now. See, that philosophy does hold true regardless of what happens in this next 4.4 seconds.
Well, the good news for Linos Gavri, he's got a lot of choices of who's going to take this winning shot. It would be interesting if they get Cullen Russo, who's led them in scoring the entire weekend, into this game and figure out a way of whether or not, well, he's not going to come in. So much for that drama. Instead, on the floor are Ray Anderson, Nil Bria, Terrell Marshall, Giovanni DeCius, and Jason Boswell. 4.4 to go, down one. Greek Connect inbounds in front of us to the left. Boswell holds from the official, finds Ray Anderson, and he's fouled.
And they had one to give, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Anthony Johnson commits the foul, so that was their one to give. 3.1 seconds to go. And Linos Gabriel will call timeout. Championship game straight ahead. The Desert Storm out of Nevada against Finnish Select. And both teams are here. They're chomping at the bit, and they're looking forward to taking home a championship in the Global Basketball Summer League. Finnish Select, led by Jordan Hare and Timothy Coleman. That dazzling duo yesterday put them into an impressive victory and into the championship game. Meanwhile, for the Nevada Desert Storm, as they're known, a lot of local Las Vegas natives on the roster, led by Coach Ty McTire. And their star is Jamal Peterson, the guy out of Arkansas Monticello. Division II school is the guy to watch in that contest. That's coming up next on globalbasketball.com. We hope you stay with us throughout the day. Third place will follow at 2 o'clock, and then at 4:30 or so, the fifth place game is coming up. What's your duty in the next game? Do you know yet? You're the designated suntan man outside.
Something like that.
Grab some rays.
I think my job is to enjoy a cocktail in the sun.
I'm with you. 81-80, 3.1 seconds to go. Greek Connect has the ball, down one. They'll inbound from the volleyball line, 28-foot mark. And that's Jason Boswell. Holds from the official, looking, deals to Nil Bria. Lobs it up top, Ray Anderson for the win. The three off the front of the rim, the glass and away. And the Canada Stars, led by Shannon Fowler's amazing second half outburst, come from behind today and win the seventh place game in impressive fashion, Matt, to the tune of 81-80. Greek Connect led all day, but the Canada Stars did the little things down the stretch.
And I don't want to act like Nostradamus, but I said the Canada Stars need to just hang around and see if they can steal one at the end. And lo and behold, that is exactly what they did.
Boy, how about the play of Shannon Fowler? Whatever they fed him at halftime, it worked extremely well. He came out of nowhere and really put together a clinic. They fed him consistently, and boy, did he really lead this team to a win. 17 points by my tote board on the day. It's not official, but 11 of those 17, Matt, coming in the second half, and he really established the post in that third quarter, and that's when Canada really made a run. They trailed by 11 at intermission. They trailed by as many as 12 in the second half, but they pulled it within 3 at the end of the third, and they eke it out with the free throw made by Dudu Gaye with just 4 seconds to go, and the Canada Stars win the 7th place trophy by a final score of 81-80. Fun game. You love nail biters, despite the fact that it was for 7th place. An impressive effort by both clubs.
Absolutely. And the thing is, these teams will grow from this, both the team that won and the team that did not. And they'll watch the tape, and they provided a lot of entertainment for us, and a great game.
Great competitive match between both teams, and Canada Stars does get a win in this tournament. Greek Connect, valiant effort by Linos Gabriel, but his bunch goes 0-3 on this long, hot weekend from Las Vegas. So that'll wrap up the 7th place game. Thanks to my buddy Matt Fowler and our sideline correspondents Nick Anastos and Sydney Carriel. For all of our crew, I'm Todd Benacki. Final score, the Canada Stars win it 81-80 and take home 7th place. Coming up next, the championship match, Nevada Desert Storm against Finnish Select. Until we see you, so long for a while from Las Vegas, Nevada.